Hi guys, it is teacher Sally. Today's video is going to be about enharmonic notes. By understanding the idea of enharmonic notes, it will make it a lot easier for you to read the music, to find your fingering, to play in tune, as well as to analyze harmony. So let's move on and see what is the meaning of enharmonic notes. An enharmonic note means notes with a different note names, but the same pitch. So let's look at some example here. For example, B flat and A sharp is enharmonic, and they are enharmonic notes of each other. Because if you play a B flat on a violin, you would play on the A string with a low one, which is the same when you play an A sharp. It's still a low one on the A string, isn't it? And another example is a C sharp and D flat. So C sharp is the enharmonic note of D flat, and vice versa. For example, if you play a C sharp on if you play a C sharp on a violin, you will play a high two. And if you play a D flat on a violin, you may play a low three, or you may play a high two as well, because your finger actually just plays on the same position on the string. And as long as your finger is touching the same spot on the string, it will produce the same sound. Doesn't matter if you're using a high two or a low three, because they both touch the same place. Another example is G and F double sharp. And so if you see an X next to the note on your music score, it actually means a double sharp. And a double sharp means a note with two semitone upward. So instead of just an F double sharp means an F but go two semitone upwards. So it would be an enharmonic to the note G, even though they have a different note name. Another last example would be C to D double flat. D double flat means it's not a D, but a D going two semitone downward, which would sound exactly like a C. So C would be an enharmonic note, or D double flat would be an enharmonic note of C. So in the coming time, because double sharp and double flat is a very new idea, maybe it will be a new idea to some of you. So let's talk more about how to read double sharp and double flat. All right, so let's make a beautiful treble clef one more time. So if you see a D double flat, it actually means the D is a D note, but the D note seems to go two semitone downward. So normally it's just a D, right? But if you go two semitone downward, it will become, and then go semitone, two semitone downward. The sound of a note would become a C. However, the way they write this pitch would be D with two flats. Sometimes people would write notes with enharmonic notes because they need to fit in the harmony. And therefore, instead of writing C natural, they'll write D double flat. So let's take another example. For example, if you have a G double sharp. A G double sharp means the note G going two semitone upward. So the sound of a G double sharp would sound like an A, but the way they write the notes would be a G with a double sharp here. And again, the reason why people do that, because they need to write chord with the harmony, and in order to make the harmony make sense, or in order to make the chord rational, like to make the chord look make sense to people, they would write with enharmonic note instead of writing a regular kind of note. So that's why. Okay, so now let's move on to a knowledge checkpoint and see if you can identify or write down the enharmonic notes of different notes. All right, so here's the knowledge checkpoint with two examples on the first line. So this part here would be the question, and you will need to write down the enharmonic note of the notes you see in front of that blank. For example, if you see a B, the enharmonic notes of B would either be an A double sharp or a C flat. And then for E flat, the enharmonic notes of E flat would either be a D sharp or a F double flat. So with with all the knowledge we talked about earlier, let's try to pause the video now and write down as many enharmonic notes as possible for the following four notes. And here's the answer. Let's see if you get all of them correct. And if you don't be frustrated. Feel free to ask me any question or to comment below the video. So this is the end for this video, and happy practicing. Good luck.